Hey, everybody. Just remember, breathe it all in, love it all out at this time. Okay. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we're experimenting right now with premieres and versus lives. So let me know what you think of each. I like that I get to participate in the chat during the premieres. Premieres are pre-recorded and they're put up at a certain specified time and date so that you guys and I can chat at the same time. It's kind of like there's an Amy over on the chat and then there's the Amy that's on the screen. So yeah, let me know what you guys would prefer going forward. I'm just considering that I've gotten a lot more subscribers now, and I think I might have to go to doing just one live a week, maybe coming up here, because it could just be overwhelming to do two. And I was up at 5 o'clock this morning putting in orders for those decks. It's good. You guys have been ordering so many decks that I'm having to figure out like how many decks I can do in an hour, like how many decks I can. It takes a while to put all of your information in the system and make sure that the order is right and then it gets sent off properly and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so I'm having to work about 3 hours on that every day so far, but I know it's going to slow down. It's just the thing right now. So I'm not worried about it at all. And these are just kind of the growing pains that you go through as you go along. So yeah. Okay. So my name is Amy Satori. If you're new, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. I am an intuitive spiritual teacher, as you probably heard me say on that talk with Michelle. I am also a healer. I help people all over the world with all kinds of things. Basically, if you have any kind of questions about anything going on in your life, I'm here to help you talk to spirit about what you should do about it. I'm not claiming to have all the answers. I'm just somebody who is kind of a mediator between you and spirit. And so I help translate while you guys are learning to master your own skills and abilities. So yeah, I'm here to help you to even enhance your own abilities. I do a mentorship program. However, I'm full right now, but I do have a mentorship program. And yeah, and so I do remote sessions. I also do quick relationship spreads for true love. My thing is true love, but also speaking the truth in our world right now because it's much needed. And then I also do like either 20 or 45-minute remote sessions. So if you're in the US, that's usually over the phone. If you're out of the world, no, if you're out of the US, then usually we would Zoom and I would send you a link just before we talk. Yeah. So, I mean, my process is pretty streamlined. To place an order, you just go to amysatori.com and go to services and figure out which one is best for you. Click on it, order it, and then you're sent an email with full instructions. So luckily I made that process real smooth before this happened. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm about. I'm about truth. Truth, as much truth as we can know in this world, to be totally honest, and channeling is when you're talking to spirit and you're coming from a pure place. I mean, you're getting what you get from spirit. I heard somebody make a comment about something like, you should speak 100% truth. There's no such thing. I don't think there's any such thing as 100% truth. But what there is unbiased sources of information, like going straight to spirit and being an unbiased individual who's full of love in your heart. Now that's a whole other, this information is coming from integrity. And so what I'm channeling is coming from integrity. So, but in terms of the truth, there's so much misinformation out there and we can only know what we know. But I believe that channeling, talking directly to spirit is the best information you can possibly get, because you can be run around in circles and circles and circles with misinformation, going to the wrong source, going over here, going over there. And then you change your mind and then you have to slip it, change course over here. And then it's like, if you go to spirit will just tell you something very simple and very basic, like, and just keep you going like this. Having said that, though, everybody is contributing to the timelines right now. So predicting a time is very difficult. And I know that I've predicted some things, but don't be all particular, like it didn't happen on the date that you said, or it didn't happen within the time frame you said. That's not how spirit works, you guys. It doesn't mean that I was lying. It doesn't mean, that I was, I'm very, very accurate. For those of you who've seen all the testimonials all over my Instagram, I'm very accurate, very good at what I do. So, just keep in mind that there are going to be some trolls and people who try to make me look bad because they don't want me to be successful. So just keep that in mind going forward. I'm sure many of you know about that, but just in case you don't know, we're doing the best that we possibly can as channelers and as intuitives to really it's really about making your heart as pure as possible. I mean, that's the best way to get the best information. So I'm doing the best job I can to be within my integrity and tell the God's honest truth. And that's all I really can do. And whether that be something that's, I'm not trying to fluff it up and make it look good or I am trying to soothe you. I'd like to soothe you, but I can do that even if I get bad news given to me. If they say, no, it's going to take much longer than that, I'm going to tell you guys. And then I'm going to give you the tools to deal with that and to cope with that. But, I've been getting encouraging messages. So I have to have faith in the information that I'm receiving directly from source. And then I can pass that on to you, and you have to use your own discernment and see if that is also true for you. And I've heard a lot of feedback saying that the things that I am channeling are also what you guys are getting privately. So I think that that's phenomenal. That's awesome. And that's also why you use a tool too. It helps. It really helps a lot to affirm or confirm what you're already getting, if that makes sense. Okay. So right now at this time, I think it's important that we stay the eye of the storm and consider where you're getting your information and try to be as unbiased as possible and realize that they're trying to pit these two people against each other. These two groups of people. Don't fall for that trap, you guys. Do not look over at the other side and say, da, 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 da. No, but don't fall for the Luciferian bullshit. They're totally trying to turn everybody on each other, including the trolls that are going to try to attack me for growing my channel. Okay, so just know that's going to happen. You guys can stand up for me if you want to. If you guys have been around for a while and you know what I'm about, feel free. Feel free to fight for me, because I'm going to need it probably going forward, I would imagine. So if not, thank you. Make my job easier. So, yeah, it's, if anybody is trying to coerce you, force you, bully you, use any kind of tyranny, threatening, or, judging you harshly or any of that stuff, those guys are going to have shit to pay, serious shit to pay. That's all I want to say is that, like, these guys are seriously going to be in the biggest trouble ever by God, by trying to force anything on you, force their opinion, force any of that. Now, offering you information from a place of compassion and love and not pushing it on you, that's respecting free will. And that's being, a concerned, loving, caring person. But when you start to put somebody down and berate them and start threatening them and believe all the bullshit that's being said on the television set, just because you're brainwashed, and you start pushing that on other people and start being mean and violent, oh my gosh, You do not want to see what happens to you. You do not want to see what happens to you when this stuff starts coming out. Seriously. I mean, you guys need to chill out. If that's what you've got going on, don't even be around that if you can. Like, if anybody's treating you like that, like, and yeah, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Obviously, that person's not coming from love. And obviously, they do not love you. Somebody who loves you isn't going to force anything on you. Somebody who cares about you is never going to force anything on you. Not even under the guise pretending to care about you and be concerned for our citizens and this bunch of bullshit. You guys know it. All of this, there's just, we need to respect each other's choices, and we need to have respect for one another and not judge each other and do the work we can on healing ourselves. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Just do your best to be very discerning about where you're getting your information, on either side of the fence, and do some research on DuckDuckGo, BitChute, places like that. And just because somebody says that they're some kind of professional doesn't mean they could also be given a script. I feel like even both sides kind of both having scripts and both being played against each other to cause more division and stuff. Whatever's causing division, don't be a part of it. Get the hell away from it is basically the gist. Okay. Anything causing division right now, anything pitting you against anybody, or in trying to judge, manipulate, or in any kind of like harshness pointing to the other side, needs to be just be in your own sovereign energy, make your own choices that are best for you, and stand your ground. Stand your ground and be willing to do whatever it takes to keep our freedom. This is incredibly, critically important. And it's like, if we won't help ourselves, the ETs really can't do much for us. We gotta, we have to be warriors right now, peaceful warriors right now. Meditate, do your Qigong, do your healing work, be there to support and love each other, be compassionate toward each other, show each other true concern, what real concern looks like. Many people are brainwashed today. Many people are absolutely, completely brainwashed, and there's nothing you can do to save them. They are completely convinced of certain delusions, basically, and there's not really anything you can do about it. They're here to do that. They were predestined to come down here and be like that right now. So, that's the part that they chose, and that's okay. That's okay. It's going to be very, very hard for them on the other side of this when they realize what's really going on. And then you can be there to support them. But this is not the time for judgment, and it's not the time to bow down to Lucifer and give into that, and that's not even hitting on any kind of topics. I'm just saying, if it's dividing you, it's Lucifer. Okay. So, or keeping you apart, that's also Lucifer. Anything pitting you guys against each other. So, no need to judge it. Just notice it and get away from it. You don't have anything to do with it, any of that kind of energy. Okay. So we're going to do a light language blessing to help with that kind of energy, to just help dissolve that type of nonsense. So we're going to battle Lucifer head on right now. Just tell him to back the hell off, and to leave good people alone, and to let them have their choice. So in on either side of the fence, not taking any sides, just saying everybody should be able to choose for themselves. It's called freedom. And if we want to keep it, we gotta make that a priority. They're not looking out for our best interest. Those people are trying to force things. They're being psychopaths, and they're trying to do things that are not good for us. They're driving us into something that we really don't. You're going to look back at this time, if you don't fight and you're going to really regret it. So we got to stand strong right now and have faith that God's going to come through, because he will. It will. That's another subject. Then we'll do a blessing. Some of you also had a fit, an absolute fit. Did she say God doesn't exist? Oh my gosh. You guys, I was a Bible talk leader. I was smacking people over the head with the Bible back in the day. You guys got to open your mind. Go to probably Alexandra. She's a good source. Watch her video, An Inconvenient History. She explains a lot, but it's like she doesn't know everything. She's got a lot. She doesn't have it all right, but, and go to Kimberly Palm. These guys will open your eyes. And I do have a talk that I did with Kimberly about the Bible, if you want to go look at it. It's only like 2-3 weeks ago. It's not too far back. The Luciferians have really effed with our heads, you guys. Our entire society is based on their beliefs and systems. They've made us believe in this God, this single God up there that's standing above and reigning above everybody. And he had the Old Testament where he's like, burr, burr, off with their heads. And then all of a sudden, all lovey-dovey in the New Testament. Somebody's playing with everybody's heads. And there's like so much proof now. The organized religion was Lucifer-based, is Lucifer-based. I hate to tell you guys that are still stuck in that dynamic. But God is higher consciousness. God is enlightenment. God is a group of deities, G-O-D, a group of deities. It's everything. It's oneness with all. It is love. It is compassionate. It is kindness. It is the 10 Commandments. There's a lot about the Bible that is right. All the love stuff, but they also cut a lot of stuff out that are meant to empower you, because they want you to be all confused and think that you need some kind of a leader to tell you things, like a pastor, or like, all of that stuff is a bunch of nonsense. You guys have to open up your minds, because we're going through a time right now where we're going to have to relearn everything. We're going to have to see the truths. We can't be fighting the truths. We can't be just like all defensive about every new thing that we learn. Just open your mind and say, Now, if that were me that was watching a video and somebody said something that was directly against something I felt strongly about, I'd say, that's something to consider. Write that down. Do some research on that. That's a wise person. That's a mature person. Somebody who just reacts and starts attacking is either a troll, so they're paid to do it, or they're just like trying to make you look bad because of whatever else. They're trying to make themselves look good somehow, or they're just negative as heck people that you wouldn't even want to deal with anyway, or whatever. But a mature, open-minded, critical thinking adult is just going to take the information and look into it, period. You don't have to attack the person who's talking. And and everybody's got to discern for themselves what's best for them as well. But I'm just saying, there's so much information we've been duped on all this time, and this is part of going forward into the new earth, is being open-minded enough to say everything that I learned is shit, absolute shit. I have to be willing to be humble. I have to be willing to look at it from a child's eyes with awe and wonder and say, oh, I could have been wrong on everything, and that's okay. You don't have to be right. Who cares about being right? For me, I want to know the truth. I will change. Dude, if I find out some other truth that's the opposite of what I believe is actually true, I am happy to embrace it. Happy to. I mean, it's only the ego that clings to it. And it's ridiculous. Why would you cling to an old belief that it's not even true? Those are the brainwashed people who won't even look into anything. You got to be willing to analyze all sides and take a look at information from everywhere. And then you decide for yourself. And then as we go forward, you feel it out. But always keep an open mind and an open heart about everything. If something doesn't resonate with you, just click off. The fact that you have to make some kind of a negative comment, which, I mean, you guys, I got tons of incredible comments. I'm just talking about like maybe 2 comments. So I'm not saying, that I was attacked by any means. I'm just saying, when in general, when you guys are watching anything or anybody, if you don't like what they say, don't say a word. Go somewhere else and watch somebody else. It's really simple, because otherwise you're just getting all triggered and you're putting it on other people and you're just spreading the negativity. And that's not very cool. And you're also going to reap some karma from that. You guys got to watch what you're doing, and it needs to be coming from a place of love, no matter what it is. So, okay. So let's do a light language blessing on these people trying to bully, manipulate, and threaten people right now. Nobody ought to be doing that right now. We need to be pulling together. We need to be hugging, loving on each other, supporting each other, giving to one another, sharing with one another. We're in a time of great despair. Where are the people coming forward to give? Where are the people coming forward to put our arms around each other and sing Kumbaya or something? That's what we need more of. We need love. We need to breathe it all in and love it all out. So, what do you want to see more in the world? What do you want to see more of out there? Be that, do that, Start practicing that. All right, light language blessing. I'm sorry. Oh, I meant to do like a dang it. I didn't mean to do a dang it. Hang on, I'm going to pause the video for just a second. Okay. Hopefully that kept recording. Oh gosh, that'd be awful if it didn't. Annie, are you here? Did I just hear you? Okay, that's my cat, Annie. I've got 2 of them, Nala and Annie. You can check them out on InstaFamFun if you want to on Instagram. They're pretty darn cute, pretty funny. Okay, light language blessing. I'm going to start doing this in between, each reading, or when there's a timestamp to help the timestamper out. Okay. So light language blessing to help with tyranny, bullying, force, manipulation, coercion, threatening, all of that nonsense. So I want you guys to just be picturing all of that happening as I'm doing the blessing. And I want you to just imagine everybody drops their weapons. Everybody drops all the nastiness. Everybody stops the threats. Everybody just relaxes and takes a breath and gives each other a hug. Whatever you want to picture. Like everybody just drops all the nonsense and all the stupid stories that are pitting each other against each other and just smiling at each other and laughing. What kind of haze was I in? What kind of fog was I in that I was seeing things that way? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry I talked to you that way. I can't believe I was trying to make you do that. What was I thinking? I was totally buying into, like just imagine a miracle happening, okay? Hamana tein sa se shi he e can se he la ena ama o na che san se e la ke ken tate sa he la ena oma anta ke ins she san se la e ke na te la he po mama na te la he en sa se na e ke la on pompo ho ma en sa se na chains and sanse la ki entate. Teta hi sanse la e. Oh la hamana ki chance se la he again. Tete tu chumpu po mama ha he la. Se since shiki tintate e la ho go ma an. Chichi sanse la ki andatensa. Ah, yeah. Oh, it feels better. Thank you, God, so much for these incredible miracles. Thank you, God, so much that we find out that we have nothing to fear after all. Thank you, God, so much that I end up so proud of myself for standing my ground. Thank you, God, so much that these threats just got dropped. Thank you, God, so much that everything turned out so beautifully, so incredibly, that it brought tears to my eyes. And I jumped around, dancing around, silly, celebrating, and ran around hugging my neighbors. Thank you, God, that we are so protected and so loved that there's no way any harm can come to us. All right. So, you know, and if I ever do get kicked off of YouTube, you guys know that's why I have at the end of my video all the other channels that I'm on. So I'll just go somewhere else. So just know that about me. I'm not going to disappear. If I'm gone, then you know just to find me somewhere else. And I'm on everything. I'm on Telegram, WhatsApp, Signal, everything you can possibly imagine. I'm on it. So I just wanted to go over my Patreon real quick. So another timestamp. The neighbors are going to be like, what is she doing in there? Okay, so we've got Seekers for $11 a month right now. So they get 10% off of a remote reading. They get a light language blessing every month, patron only updates, monthly energies reading, participate in live streams, and participate in chat community. Then we have an Explorer for $22 a month. They get 25% off of one remote reading for the month or each month, quick relationship spread, patron only updates, monthly energies reading, participate in live streams, community, and pick a deck. So the Believer for $55 a month, they get they get more. I think they get more than 20% off. So this is not right. I need to look again and see. They get a percentage off of a remote reading also. They get a twin flame check-in. They get patron only updates, monthly energies reading, the live streams, chat community, and the pick a deck and the messages from spirit. So the Believer gets everything every month. So that's, I'm on patreon.com/Amy Satori. And I don't know how long I'll be able to be on there because they seem to be on the dark side too. And they tend to pick people off who are speaking truth also. So, I know that I'm speaking to the choir on a lot of this stuff. So I don't really, and we can't really convince people who are brainwashed anyway. So it's like, don't throw your pearl to pigs. But this is just a reminder to keep the peace, guys. If you guys ever want to know more about what's going on with me, definitely be on my Instagram because I update you guys a lot. I keep you guys really informed over there. Otherwise, you can look underneath all of my YouTube videos because I tend to keep you guys posted there too, with links and letting you know what time things are happening and what's going on and stuff like that. Okay, so also this morning they were encouraging me to do a light language blessing for stalkers. Stalkers are really delusional. They're insane. They're psychopaths. I don't know what they are, but they're very mentally ill. And there's nothing you can really do to, there's not, it's tough dealing with them because they can be relentless, they just have it fixed. They have ideas fixed in their heads that they just can't get out of their heads for whatever reason. And it's very delusional and they need help. They seriously need mental help, these people. So I want to do a light language blessing for stalkers. So if you guys have a stalker or you guys just let's pour some energy into some stalkers right now who are going after people, watching people, staring at people and doing whatever else to try to gather more information about that person or just like they're just absolutely obsessed with that person. We're going to put out some vibes to help protect the people who are being stalked by people they don't want to be stalked by and also to stop that activity altogether, because it's very unhealthy and it's not good for the person who's doing the stalking. It's definitely not good for the person being stalked. It's a very negative thing all around. So let's put out some energy right now to get those people help. Let's get those people some mental help. Let's get those people to psychiatrists, psychologists, and they obviously need some coping mechanisms and skills, and they need to put their attention toward people who are actually in reality showing interest and that would be readily available to have a relationship and be glad to have a relationship with them. They need to turn their attention on somebody who gives back to them, doesn't block them, doesn't push them away completely, doesn't put a big shield around themselves. That's not somebody who wants to be close to you. And I'm not talking about, in true love, there is a degree of that, but there's also reciprocation. There's a loving, engaging thing that happens between them where that it's reciprocated. These people they've never even gotten that kind of loving engagement with that person. It's just all in their head. So let's do a blessing on that to help these people, because anybody who's acting completely insane right now, you guys, they need help. They need reprogramming, and they need mental help. So let's just pray for mental help for anybody right now who needs it, but especially stalkers, because I was told to, and I do what I'm told. Okay. Amana tayin sa sike he chense ela anapoma hamaha ana ake. Hala shinsa sena eke impumpoma ana eke ela sanse shiki in tete hela sansa shiki impema ana tai hana chiki impumpoma ana tai sanse hana shikinsa sena tipi pimpoma an ake. So they're saying something about like everybody just needs to mind their own business. So don't go get triggered by somebody else. Just turn within. What do you need to work on within yourself? Keep being more self-aware. Keep being more, tend to yourself. That's the only person you have to tend to right now. Your job is super, super, super easy. Just make nobody else your business. Besides, whatever you put your attention on, whatever you're paying attention to in your environment, is you're creating more of it. So keep your attention within. What do I need to heal in this situation? What do I need to heal in this situation? What about that is showing me right now? And then how can I heal that? Not in a judgmental way, like something's wrong with me that I'm attracting that. Don't do that to yourself either. So we all get psychically attacked. It happens to the best of us. We all get crazy people in our lives. We all get people hollering and screaming and making bad comments and doing whatever else they want to, giving you a thumbs down, whatever the hell they want to do. Just mind your own business. You know what I mean? Don't go around getting triggered by everything that happens in your environment. Just keep the love in your heart and keep centered and present in the moment. All right, so let's get to some readings. Okay, so when did we do one last? We did it, I think, on Thursday the 9th. So I'm going to go to the 9th forward. All right. Now what I need to do is set that to not turn off. Let me go back here. Oh, I just want to make sure that I set an alarm because I've got readings the rest of the day too, right after this. Okay, so there we go. So if this alarm goes off, we just got to stop and then I'll do another recording if I need to. Okay, so the 9th, let's go back to the 9th. See what we got. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh, those all were on here. Oh, Lord, have mercy. all those all those carbs that I've been ordering for you guys have all shown up on my PayPal. So I'm going to have to like wade through those to get to your questions. Okay, so after the 9th, let's look at the last one that I have on the 9th. So now he started his mouth as, I think I got to that one. Okay, so we're going to start on the 10th. If I've missed you, remember, always reach out to me on WhatsApp or Telegram and let me know your question that I missed, and I will make sure that I get that on the next live. Okay, so we have KM. This is KM. By mistake, I asked and pinned the same question, so I am going to pay for a new question. If it's okay, ask 2 questions. Okay. What is the emotional reason behind my overeating? Okay. So let me answer that first. What's the emotional reason behind my overeating? Is it worry, stress? Ouch. Tummy pain. Yeah, it's you not being able to stomach certain things and then doing nothing about it except stressing. So I would recommend doing something like Byron Katie's work. Her self-inquiry process would be excellent. If you do it on a regular basis every day for at least 2 months, you'll see a profound shift in your degree of anxiety, I guess. Also being more present in the moment and asking yourself questions. Is this really what I want to do right now? Is this what I want to be doing? Is this what I want to be eating? Is there a better decision that I could be making right now? Because what happens when you get in that zone, and I know it very well myself, is that you kind of go on auto. You tune out and you just aren't paying attention. And you're just like, because it makes you feel better. Your mom did that for you or whatever, So love yourself in a different way. Show yourself love in a different way would be a really good place to start with that. So maybe like even instead of like whatever you do while you're grazing, like watching a movie or whatever it is, try something different. Like make yourself some tea. And maybe if you have to get a snack, get like a healthy snack and have that sitting next to you ready whenever you need, and tell yourself, I'm going to hold off until I really want it, because half the time with that habit, you're just eating just because it's there, So only eat when you're really truly wanting it, and have healthy drinks around you and things like that, and change up your habits. Instead of watching a movie, read a book or do a meditation or do Qigong or go for a walk, do something else, do something different to break the habit of what you're in, and mix it up a bit. Go to bed earlier, whatever it is, write a book. If you can get involved in some kind of like a passion project, you'll lose track of all time and space, which is perfect because it'll get you really present in the moment. And you'll just forget that you even, hours can go by and you won't even eat or drink or nothing. You can just like, I've had that happen a lot lately. But just do something like, not that you don't want to eat. You don't want to do that. Like you have to make sure you're attending to yourself and caring for yourself and doing the loving thing for yourself. But sometimes it does help with that nervous energy to be directing at something that's creative. So even coloring in a coloring book or taking clay and start molding clay, or, do something with your hands, keep yourself busy. That's always helpful. Okay. Number 2, I bought some life wave patches that bring in more light into my body and heal. Are they beneficial for me? Yeah, they're good. Something like Qigong or Tai Chi, I think would be more powerful, and meditating. And those are all Qi boosting. Anybody who tries to tell you the meditation is not a good thing for you, they're of the devil. Maybe literally, I don't know. But meditation is your direct communication with God. That is your most powerful tool. So just saying, like meditation is super powerful. So make sure that you are like either doing Tai Chi, Qigong, meditation, stretching, all those types of activities. Even taking a bath, boosts your chi. It helps you feel good about yourself. It helps you feel good about living. It helps you have hope. It recharges your batteries. I'm going to be doing a lot of that through this time because I'm working really hard right now. So, yeah, just take care of your body by boosting the chi in your body. You can always, look up on DuckDuckGo, just put in chi boosting activities or something like that, and that should help. Okay, so JM. All right. Hello, I'm requesting a light language blessing for myself to release past trauma from this life and past lives. That's a great idea. I was in New York 20 years ago today, and I heard the planes hit, saw the towers burning, and breathed the smoke for days. Wow. The anniversary is bringing up a lot that I didn't realize that I was still holding on to. I could use some help in releasing this from my mental, emotional, and physical bodies. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, for sure. And you're obviously on the right path because this is exactly what we need to be focused on right now is healing ourselves. Okay. Ha ma na ke sa se shi pom poma an ha la na ke sa se he na che chen se I ke na poma an. So I have an exercise here on YouTube. It's called Thank You, God, for My Misery. So you can put in my name, Amy Satori, in the word misery, and it'll come up. It's about a 30-minute talk, maybe 20 minutes. But that would be really helpful to go through any kind of past trauma or anything like that to radically accept the things of the past and see the good in them and see why your higher self put you through that so that you can realize that you're not a victim, that it all happened for a reason, that your soul put you through that for a reason. And that can bring a lot of peace of mind. And it can even bring ideas and insights and inspiration as a result. If you sit down and take the time to actually write it down, you don't want to do it in your head ever, guys. That's a shortcut that your ego tries to get you to take that does not work. And that's why it's exactly why the ego tries to get you to do that. So make sure that you do it on paper and that you sit down in a quiet atmosphere, as quiet as you can get it, and do that exercise. And it'll really help you release things like that. Hamana kensa seshe ina hai kempa. Ha papa mama anake sashin sasi ina te. Hokom pama mahana again sase ina. Interesting. They're saying that some says there was subconscious or dream warfare involved in this, so you would not notice where it's coming from. Be aware. Surround yourself with protection and go to bed happy. So yes, maybe sometimes you've gone to bed worrying about that issue and you've had nightmares and all kinds of things dealing with it. So make sure that if you guys have kids, that's the best because you can go to bed just like tickling on each other, laughing. If you've got animals, you could do the same thing. Play with your animals just before bed. But make sure you're in a really good mood and say a prayer that you will be protected during your sleep, and not from a place of fear, but saying that's why you always want to pray as if it's already happened in the past, because otherwise you're it's more of a fearful, oh, please God, please protect me. And that's a fear energy. But if you're like, God, thank you so much for always having my back. Thank you so much for letting me get a really good, solid sleep tonight where I feel totally, completely safe and protected. That's a good, powerful prayer to pray. So, okay. Dun, dun, dun. LM. Happy Magic Monday. Can I please get a mini med bed treatment for my DM and I? Yeah. Okay, so I do energetic med bed treatments is what she's referring to. And sometimes I just do a little kind of peek into you as a little sample here on these Q&As. Hama Nakin Saseshi Nahaiken. Ha Pomamahake. Really? Where? On her? Oh, jeez. Okay. You'll have to ask me about this later. Hama Takin Saseshim Papamohama Anataki Ela and Saseshe Kena. Pampala Heshin Sisina Taikena Ana I gotta remember to put you on my prayer list. Okay. Pe Popomoho Mama Ake na chain sase. Hala amo ake na chin sisina taike. Okay. I also just wanted to mention real quick that if you guys have always really loved me and all of a sudden start thinking doubtful things or skepticism or any of that kind of thing, it can be nefarious. It can be something that's coming from outside of you trying to get you to turn on me. So you guys should be aware that that exists. And that could be happening with any of your really good friends, but especially really powerful friends that are making a difference. So just be real mindful. You can do a scan on your own body and take a look for anything that might be harmful. That might be something that somebody implanted or something that some kind of energy being directed at you, trying to turn you on somebody or whatever. You know, people, there's so many ways that the dark side is trying to attack people right now. You guys would not believe. I mean, I'm just exhausted from constantly having to look into it all for you guys, for me, for like, oh my gosh. It's just like, okay, can we all just, we know that love has won. You guys just stop the fight. You're not going to win. You're just not going to win. So just stop, for crying out loud. Oh my gosh. So, anything you want to tell them about? Oh, okay. I don't know what they did, but it looked like they kind of merged you guys a little bit. I work with, when I do the med beds, I work with Arcturians. And I lay you guys down on a bed and I just kind of look at your bodies and do a scan. And I do basically what the Arcturians tell me to do. And we work together. I do all the work. I'm like the surgeon and they're just kind of like the nurses that are spotting me, but they're also pointing things out to me. So it's really cool. It's a neat experience. But then they tell me complete, they put the word complete up when it's done, when whatever we've worked on is done. And they just said complete. So you guys are good. You've gone another step toward each other and doing it was like a mini merge that needed to happen. They said that needed to happen. Oh, geez. Okay, where am I? Oh my gosh, you guys, what a mess. Oh, why does this? Why? Okay. I lost my place and then it like totally screwed me and went like a wheel of fortune. And I just went off into somewhere I didn't even know where I was. And then there was all those orders and tons of them. So I was just like, oh my gosh, having to wade through that just to find you again. Okay. JP. Dear Amy, I have appreciated your readings and hope that my DM and I are nearly in union. Would love to know his feelings and thoughts. Please, as no contact since May. Thank you so much. Ama nakin sa sishin hai hala hampo po makin. That's interesting. It's like his heart is breaking. He's saying his heart can't take it anymore. It's like he can't sleep at night. He's constantly thinking about you. I feel like there's an angel watching over him that's trying to urge him to do something about the situation. He's involved with somebody who has a really nasty mouth. That's kind of keeping him in check or keeping him in control somehow or something. You haven't heard from me because I've been on vacation, or I'm taking a break away from everyone and everything and to feel refreshed and renewed for a new and strong start with you. Please give me the space I need. I have to figure this out on my own so I can feel proud of myself. I love how you think. You really inspire me. You're such a remarkable person, and I can't wait to have you at my right hand once I start acting like the person I know I'm meant to be as well. You are seriously, literally the answer to my prayers, my dream girl. Say you'll say yes if I ask. I'm so nervous because I'm seriously planning to propose. Get ready. Please tell me I knew this card was coming. Please tell me you'll treat me like an adult and not a child. It's important to me to feel respected and for you to see me with new eyes. I've matured a lot and want you to see how I am now, not then. So just know that he has not dropped you. Just because he's not talking to you doesn't mean you're not very much pressing on his whole world, really. You're affecting every part of his world. So keep up the faith and know that once he's, gained some more self-esteem and he's changed some areas of his life and perhaps gotten rid of whatever that shark is, that he'll come back around and communicate when he's ready, when he feels stronger. He's going like this, like when I feel strong. Okay. We have JK. Sending love to you, Amy, admins, Nala, Annie, and all the spirits and magical beings that help us every week. My question is, what's in his heart and mind today about us? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for not telling me the things I should not know right now. I want to be surprised and I don't want to change the timeline. Yeah, you're welcome. Although I have no control over that because they wouldn't let me anyway. Oh. What's on his mind and his heart is that he's working on having the self-esteem to come forward and out of hiding. And he's going to be celebrating, super excited when he finally reciprocates your feelings and gets out of this mode of ghosting you, basically, and lets you in his arms. I feel like he just wants to, he really doesn't want to miss out on you. He is spying on you, by the way. And he just thinks you're incredible. He just really is he's trying to swallow his ego, swallow his pride, and which is negative artificial intelligence, the ego. Oh, well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Gosh, I was going to say, well, we know what God is, what I explained in the beginning, but Satan or the devil is the ego, guys. Artificial intelligence, negative artificial AI, because there's positive too. So yeah, he's wanting to go forward very quickly once he figures his way out to doing that. He's going to be making a love offer. I feel like he's just working his way up to it. I feel like he has a deadline. He knows he has to say something by a certain time. So I feel like you've given him a deadline as to when you're going to move or whatever. He's sweating it. He's like losing sleep. So, okay. So we have KM. Okay. Thanks for answering my questions. Did Yeshua and Mary Magdalene have messages for me? They're saying also something about you quieting your heart and going within and listening to your higher self. And in order to be able to do that, you have to clear the chaos in your mind. You have to clear your mind. So again, they're kind of pointing to meditation and whatnot. And all those things that I pointed to before, they pretty much answered this question in the last one. So they're saying peace of mind. You need peace of mind right now. And they are there to comfort you whenever you need or whenever you call on them. They're showing me a book being opened, a book that brings you comfort. Whatever that book is, you should be reading that every night before bed. Shishihina Ike. Okay, they want me to do a light language blessing for you to sleep better. So hama ma'anate kinsa sishiin. Ha'alo ma'amaan. They're actually showing you in a uterus, or in the womb. Chenchen sasi na teki pumpamaan. Na chekin sase. Okay, you're about to get a really, really good sleep soon. It'll be like an incubation and kind of like a new rush of energy that's very transformative. You're going to be like a caterpillar to butterfly within probably a couple days. You're going to feel some kind of a second wind and feel like you can, like you could do anything. Okay. GB. Okay. Happy Monday. I sent my DM a message yesterday. What was his thoughts upon reading my message, and does he have any messages for me in response to the message? Okay, so what did he think of the message? So for those of you who haven't done this before, it's $11 per question. So somebody asking one question would send in $11 donation. Anyone asking 2 questions would send in $22. 3 questions would be $33. And you just make sure that you put your question in the note in PayPal and send it to www.paypal.me/Amy Satori. Oh, he wants commitment. He wants commitment with you, and he's planning and plotting how to do that, how to express his heart. He wants things to go forward. He's just strategizing on how to do that. He's got clarity that this is what he wants, and that's what he's going to do. So it looks like whatever message you sent him, it really helped him feel confident going forward. Okay. Okay, Gigi. Number 1, would you pull up a few tarot cards on my DM? Sure. What does he have to say to her right now? Or what do you want to say about her DM? Dun, dun, dun. Aw, he's brokenhearted, and he's brokenhearted over breaking your heart, and he wants to put in the effort, whatever is required in order to give back to you and reconcile with you. 8 and 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, that's 5. So change, he wants to create change and make you some kind of a good solid offer that's going to be wish fulfillment and take you guys into commitment. Okay, and number 2, when and if this union happens, what is our greatest gift to humanity together? It feels like just a level of maturity, helping others that are around you kind of go through what they're going to be going through. Giving kind of it feels like a mature wisdom to those around you. And they just said upliftment, and there's a feel of like comfort in in your presence, the 2 of you together, and joy, like a playfulness. Whatever projects you guys are going to be involved with going forward as a team, that's what people are going to feel from you. They're going to feel comforted. They're going to feel wisdom, maturity, upliftment, and just kind of a playfulness that's really going to help other people feel kind of secure, like safe and secure, and encouraged. Number 3, is there any hope of some serious action taken by my DM in the next 3 months? Is he going to let this go? Okay, is he going to take some serious action in the next 3 months? Yes. Is he going to let it go? No. Yeah. Okay, a few tarot cards on what his connection looks like in the new year. What's this connection going to look like in the new year? What's this? They just acted like, oh, if only she knew. Wisdom. We were just talking about wisdom, maturity. You guys are both going to feel more worthy of each other, more confident. There's going to be an apology that's been made and some romance. There's going to be healing of that broken heart, coming into a family. There's going to be, they said people pleasing thrown out of his life because he wants his ultimate, family and dream come true with you. He wants to do what he wants to do and not have anybody tell him what to do. And he's going to enjoy that. You guys are going to enjoy the reciprocation of some back and forth energy instead of this ghosting thing that's been going on. You guys are both going to feel a sense of it being destiny that you guys were meant to be. And it's going to feel like home, and it's going to feel real. It's going to give you guys strength. There's going to be something that might be a little shocking that you guys will have to go through, but you're going to use your wisdom and maturity to make an effort to balance out together and to be really mature about whatever that is. And it's going to lead to a brand new passionate start, a whole new life opening up for you guys. So just be expecting, the unexpected, and then for whatever that is to actually make you guys closer is what it looks like. Okay. Oh no, it did it again. I don't know. It's so hard to keep track of these when they do that to me. So I'm so sorry if I'm going to miss anybody. I really don't want to do that. Okay. So that one was okay. MK. Okay. I wouldn't do that. I use the first initial of the first name and the first initial of the last name. That's how that works. And whatever you have in PayPal. Okay. I have 2 questions, please. Number 1, when will my house sell for full or near full purchase price? Or are we meant to stay here? We've been trying to sell it for a while and my husband is stressed. My feeling is we are meant to stay until the changes are done, but I don't want to see him stressed anymore. Yeah. Okay. Are they going to move soon, or are they going to have to stay? Oh, I feel like it could go either way. It's almost like you and your husband are working against each other. Okay. So is there a possibility that within the next couple of months or so that the house could sell at a really good price? Absolutely. Yes, there is. Strong chance. Okay. So can you give me any kind of a date? I don't like giving dates because, like I said, it's like a moving target. If too many people anticipating and waiting for it would push it off into the future. And we're switching timelines all the time. So our future is very malleable right now, meaning it's very liquid. It's very fluid. But I do see November. So maybe sometime in November. It feels like it would be like the beginning of November. So you guys should use your manifestation abilities by affirming, saying affirmations all the time. Thank you, God, so much that my house sold so effortlessly and so quickly to just the perfect person in just the right way and just the right timing, to where we are just celebrating. We're so happy that the burden's been lifted off of us, that kind of thing. Okay, number 2. Will my husband get hired soon for a job at the rate he's asking or better? He's between jobs at the moment. Thank you so much. Champagne Tataiken. So the question is soon. Okay, will he get paid? Will he get his job soon that where he was getting paid what he was getting? Yeah, I mean, soon is kind of relative. When might he get some kind of an offer that's as good as what he's looking for? Kind of feels like maybe December. It almost feels like you guys might be moving first, and then he gets an offer in the new place. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. So if things go as I'm hoping that they'll go, then you would be, moving, and you would sell the house in November and then be moving in December, and he'd find something where you guys are going. He needs some fresh new energy, and he's got really stale, stagnant energy. He's just like, he's like Pigpen. He's got a lot of negativity around him. He needs to clear that out. You guys need to go do something fun and laugh and play or something. Like he's being way too serious. He needs some joy. Try to do what you can to help that boy like raise his vibration, because he needs to get out in nature and like get grounded and slough off some of that negative energy. Because he's not helping. He's definitely not helping. Okay. TC. Okay, TC. Number one, after the truth comes out about everything, will it completely dissolve the Catholic Church? Well, that's a good question. It's a very interesting yes. It's not the kind of yes I usually get, but it's like oh, wow. It's like something, okay. Yeah. Yes, it will be, but it's like they want to preserve what they can. Anything positive that they can like turn it into something else that's really beautiful to look at or something, they want to preserve some of that. But if it's so toxic and negative, they're just going to destroy it. And build something new with like new symbols and new signs and things like that. I know a lot of it's very tainted, so it resurrect. They just said resurrect. So, but the yes that I got, it was like a swift action, clear yes. It was like straight up, like the Ace of Swords. Like it was a absolute yes. It's just, they're going to have to take a look at each church to see what to do with it. I feel they're not going to just go demolish all of them, the buildings. I'm talking about the buildings though. In terms of like the religion, yeah, it's like nobody's going to believe anymore. They're all going to know that the Luciferians have set the whole thing up, and they're going to be disgusted. I even feel like some rallies, like people outraged at religion, at what they've done to dupe us with religion and stuff. They're saying we're godly people. We're godly people that got duped. So they're still saying, I'm a godly person and I'm a loving person, and I didn't deserve to take my energy, my loving energy, and have it twisted in that maniacal, just devious way of harm. A lot of them were they had like sacrificial Luciferian things going on right under the church, sacrificing children and all kinds of crazy stuff going on right under our noses the whole time. At the higher up levels, some pastors didn't even know this was going on. I mean, I'm not talking about Catholics, but religion in general. The guys at the lower level, they didn't have a clue. The guys at the upper level, they knew full well what was going on and who was really in charge. Okay, 2, is using crystals for healing a bad thing if you're doing it to glorify God? My daughter and I have been very attracted to crystals for months, and certain siblings of mine think it is bad, making a big deal of it. Okay, so I'm so glad that you brought that up, because so much of what we're going to be going through going forward is trying to decipher. We don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. We can use words and symbols and things and turn them around to what we want them to mean, since everything is a placebo. So, yeah, they're good. They're good if you say they're good. It's just like with light language. Light language can be used for bad, or it can be used for good. 69 can mean something bad, or it can mean something good. 666 can mean something bad or something good. If you have good intentions and a good heart and good motives, you're not doing it for, nefarious reasons, then absolutely, that's totally fine. You could pick up a pencil and ask the pencil to help you. And if that pencil wants to help you, then that's great. But a pencil is full of lead. And you know what I mean? Just like, it doesn't even matter what it is that you decide to believe in that's going to help you. If it helps you, it helps you. So I would work on, is it your children that say that it's bad? If they're saying it's bad, they should probably stay away from crystals. But, if you believe in crystals, then you need to do it for yourself. It's that thing about like respect, having respect for the different varying points of view as well. A placebo for you is not a placebo for somebody else. Okay, DR. Okay. Hi, Amy, Kitties, and Soul Family. Will my DM and I be my divine masculine, for those of you who are new to the terminology? You can always look at my playlist, all about true love, if you want to learn more about this. Will my DM and I be in our new home in November as we planned? I just got a yes. By the way, my son started his first job as a fully employed architect this week. Yay, just as you predicted. I'm so proud and excited for him. He was hired on by a big firm. Yay. Thanks, Amy. Okay, so will things go as they're planning, and will they be in a new home in November? Yep, they will. You will. They're saying for you this is your true love. They want you to show, listen to your intuition, let him strategize behind the scenes, and just focus on your awakening, focus on healing, maturing, and being compassionate, and what you guys say? Everlasting patience. Like you've had an incredible amount of patience already, but they're asking you to just continue with that patience and that level of maturity that you've been using, and it's going to pay off. All right. So JL, what action or thoughts can I use to diffuse my son's mother-in-law who is raging at me for not getting the jab? Okay, what action or thoughts? Okay, so there actually is something that's really super powerful you guys should know about. And I learned it from Matt Kahn. I can't take credit for it, but it works really, really well. So just say, I respect your power. I know that sounds like too simple, but try saying that to your, is it your mom? Your son's mother-in-law. So anybody who's trying to force anything on you, just say that in your mind, I respect your power. Because anyone who feels that they have to do that, that they feel like they have to bully in any way, they actually kind of feel powerless. So that's one way to dismantle that energy. Anything else? Ask them to respect you. Ask her to respect your wishes, and that you wouldn't, like, if the roles were reversed, you wouldn't be pushing anything on her. Remind people, of that. People need to know that they ought not be treating you like they wouldn't want to be treated. I would avoid her right now. I would just avoid her because things are about to change. And just avoid her, because she's going to use harsh words and whatever she can to try to sway you, but stay away from it, stay clear of it. Even if you guys have to go somewhere else and stay somewhere else for a little bit, go stay in a hotel to get away from people like that. If you're living with them, do whatever you can to get away from them. Am I right? And God, can you please just give me some verification of some sort here that this is all going to turn around and these people who are doing this are going to snap out of it and they're going to realize what they've been doing? Is it true that these people who are forcing other people against their will to do this because they're brainwashed, are they going to actually? I just saw that something's going to come to fruition and people are going to cooperate and lay the burden down. But can I get a yes? Can I get a yes on this whole thing stopping abruptly, and for people to kind of snap out of what they're doing and what they've been getting brainwashed to do? Are they going to snap out of it? Yeah, there's, oh my gosh. Wow. Huh, interesting. Aw. Well, these people are really feeling, they're in a real lack mentality. But yes, okay. So yes, you guys are not going to be kept out in the cold like you're being treated like right now. Like you guys are somehow some kind of like, by being natural and just trusting your immune system, somehow you're treated like you're freaks or something. That's not gonna cut it anymore. That's not gonna, you're not gonna be, it's like everybody being cruel and throwing everybody out in the middle of winter, out in the snow with nowhere to go. I mean, they're just horrible, mean people right now. I mean, I'm just hearing these stories. That is not the way to treat people. That is not loving. That's clearly coming from a place of ego and lack. But they're saying, don't worry. Like the white hats are in charge and the white hats are going to take care of this. They're going to do something about it. Something with integrity, something inspiring is going to happen that is going to steer things to calmer, cooler waters. And this is a yes. An ace is a yes, or one sword. And this is things healing and coming into a place of joy. So, and this is you loving yourself, or things coming from a place of love. So love, joy, celebration. They're telling you, don't worry, integrity is coming. It feels here like this is divine intervention and angels. Like they're trying to plot and plan and figure out when is best to come forward and cause a balance to happen. And that for the angels to come in and create that balance for everybody. So they're saying, be strong in the meantime, be really strong and hold your ground, be mature and grounded, get out in nature, do whatever you can. Divine intervention is going to come kick some serious ass, and God is going to be really pissed about the way that they've been treating everybody. It is not right. They're also saying that people will start to break free of that mind control and start being independent thinkers. They're going to balance out from this crazy nonsense, and they're going to start to even dream of their success that they could have. Victory, and they're going to see there's going to be something fated that's going to lead to a victory for you guys. It's going to take a flip. So that means that everything that's been going on right now is going to be flipped upside down, and it's going to be going the other way. It's going to be going the other direction. So those who think that they're winning right now, or that they're, that they're in the right, that they're in the, ego is not going to win. Ego is not going to win. Emotional intelligence is going to win. Compassion is going to win. So as crazy as it seems, just try to weather the storm as best you can. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that you might have to get creative. You might have to get creative and think outside the box, but don't give up. Stay steady. You're assured a satisfying outcome if you persist, refocus, and regroup. Okay. AAC. Hi, Amy, sending my love and warmth. Any messages from my DM? Thank you for all that you do. You're welcome. Well, let's take a look. He's saying something about like sleeping in sleeping bags, looking up at the stars. He's dreaming of doing that with you. He says, what I'm going through right now would burden you, and I don't want to add stress to your life. I'm protecting you from all the drama. So please just trust that I know what I'm doing. I'm afraid to let you down once you get to know me. I don't want to disappoint you, so I'm avoiding you. I have to overcome this and see myself the way you see me before coming forward ready. I'm going through somewhat of a financial crisis or restructuring right now, and might even be changing jobs or careers. As soon as I feel stable, I'll reach out and see how you are. Ooh, I'm with a toxic partner now, but you're on my mind a lot. I will reach out to you once I've set myself free completely of this burden and can give you the good news. I'm not sure if you knew or not. I'm planning a big surprise for you to make up for everything I put you through. Sometimes these guys get themselves in sticky situations they have to get themselves out of. So, it could be just a temporary setback or somebody who's trying to control him or something like that. But he's definitely trying to break through and be with you. Yeah, he's so ashamed and embarrassed. He can't even look you in the eyes for whatever happened. He can't stand the thought of making you cry, but just let him build up the courage to be able to confront this. Yeah, he doesn't want to lose you. He's really worried that he's going to lose you. So he's trying to clear the situation up, and then he's going to explain everything going forward. Okay. KM. Hi, I feel like I need a simple confirmation. I was told in a soul reading that during biblical times that I was Yeshua and Mary Magdalene's daughter named Tamar, and that I could heal people and do what Yeshua did during those times. Is this true? Please just answer yes or no, but do not read. Oh, well, it's too late. Once I read it out loud, I can't really take it back. Sorry. Should have said that in the very beginning. Nobody knows who you are anyway, because I'm just using your initials. But yeah, it's absolutely true. Okay, so here's something I want to say to you. Okay. A lot of us have aspects of a lot of people in the past. Some of you may even have been told you are Mary Magdalene, that you are Yeshua, that you are, this person or that person. Yeah, you probably do have an aspect of that, but don't get all big in the head about it. You know what I mean? Don't turn it into an ego thing. And she's not doing that. I'm not saying she's doing that at all. I'm just saying that a lot of times that we make a bigger deal of it than it's supposed to be. And I don't think we should make it an ego thing. In fact, I think you should take it with a grain of salt. There's like a million Yeshuas. His aspect is in a million people. He's in all of us. Mary Magdalene, she's in all of us. So, and a lot of us were there with her or with him when everything happened. So, we will have those memories, maybe even feel like we were them or whatever it is, but everybody's going to be able to heal like this. Everybody's going to be able to heal like Yeshua. That's what he was teaching that they kept out of the Bible, that the bad people didn't want you to know about. That's why they took that part out of the Bible. It's because it empowers you to heal yourself and to heal others. I believe we're coming into a time when every single one of us are going to be healing people and ourselves. It's going to be no big deal. I can do it like it's nothing. If I can do it like it's nothing, every good buddy's going to be able to do this. They just have to believe in themselves. They got to get past these mental constructs and these blockages they've placed on themselves from these horrible people that we thank for our awakening. But man, they really put us through the ringer, trying to make us believe that we're disempowered in some way like that. Dude, I know someone who, I've known so many creatures. I've known so many different beings and creatures and things. And so many of them can do so many things that would just boggle your guys' brains. I've heard it all. People can do anything. People can do anything. They're so much more capable than they even know, because you've been dummied down for so many years and think that you are what they've convinced you of in this society. And it's just wrong. It's just not true. We're capable of so much more, all of us. You don't have to be special or of a special bloodline or of a special anything to be able to do these things. You just need to believe in yourself and remove the blockages to the way that you're seeing it, and open up your mind, open up your heart. Like I always encourage, learn new things, learn new skills, learn new abilities. As we ascend, we're going to even get some superpowers. It'll be different for everybody perhaps, but we're going to, like, all of our intuitive abilities are going to be enhanced as we go. So yeah, you'll be able to do all that and more. Okay. EC. Okay, here's my question. I have a bank draft for a certain amount of money. Is it best to cash it in and stash it, buy metals, or keep it in the bank during this unsettling time? I've heard that things may crash, but then come back, so our savings will still be intact. Okay, what do the cards say, particularly for me? I'm not in Canada. I'm actually in Boulder, Colorado. Just FYI. Okay. Where should she have her money? Should it be cash, stash, metal, bank? Cash, stash, metal, bank. Metal stands out. Cash, stash, metal, bank. Metal again. Is it, if she leaves it in the bank, will it be safe? Yes. Why are you encouraging metal? Because it's going to grow. It's going to grow more. Would crypto also be a good idea for her to consider? Yes. Metal and crypto are good investments right now for you. How much cash should she have out? If you can, like 2 months of expenses, worst case scenario, if you want to have a worst case scenario thing. If the banks crash, are they going to bounce right back? Yes. So let me see. Let me get confirmation in the cards. Is it true that if the banks go down, they're going to bounce right back up because we're getting like a reboot of the quantum financial system? God, are the banks going to come right back up? There's a bunch of fighting behind the scenes about it. There's a battle going on behind the scenes, trying to like who's control of it or which banks will be a part of it. And I mean, it feels like it's kind of a shit show right now. But it's getting worked out. Yes, absolutely. It'll come back. You guys don't worry about keeping your money in the bank. It'll be all right. It's going to be the end of a difficult period coming up here. Everything's transforming and we're going to have an abundant new start, is what they're saying right now. So that's awesome. So is it, generally speaking, for everybody watching right now, so that pertains to them too, right? Yes. Okay, so it wasn't just this person. And the flip happening, they're getting rid of the devil. They're going around all the banks and they're getting rid of the devil out of all of it. Yeah, they're doing a cleanup job. They're planning and plotting on how to make everybody really abundant and like on top of their game. And you're going to feel like you got the Midas touch. You can make anything happen. So I feel like we're going to be given back too. Okay. Another one for the same person. So I'm not even going to, let's see here. Sorry, PayPal likes to kick me out. So I have to get back in. I have to keep like logging back in again. It's really fun. I'm overjoyed. Okay, so same person. I've been traveling a lot and am presently in Canada to finalize things. I plan to move to Mexico or Costa Rica. Costa Rica just popped. Are any of those a good fit for my new life? Canada, Mexico, Costa Rica, like off the charts. Definitely Costa Rica. There's a community there too that's really of like-minded people. There are probably plenty of communities there that are like-minded. So yeah, they just said transfer. I don't know what transfer means, but transfer funds for when she goes to Costa Rica. Yes, you might just consider that going forward. Like, I don't know what that means, but look into that. Like, look into how you might transfer funds before you go or something like that. Like, look after your money before you go. Okay, another question from her. Can you please get some info on my divine partner? Who, what, where, how? I've been waiting for some time and we are meant to work together somehow in the new world. Thank you so much. Okay. Hama anaki chinsa se hu ma'a ha anaki enata isam se. He's gentle and patient and kind. And I feel like sometimes you may know this person and you may have shrugged him off as not a romantic interest, but I feel like as you mature and as you grow older, you're going to value his loving, kind, gentle spirit more, and you will become more attracted to him. And actually the sex is going to be off the charts. It's going to be awesome. So I would consider people of the past that you weren't that you were close to, but you weren't really attracted to, because that could change. That could definitely change. Is this somebody she's known before? Is this someone she's known before? It could be, or it could be somebody who's like somebody you've known before that you just, friended, friend zoned. Maybe you friended them too. I don't know. So yeah, they're just saying open mind, open heart, consider somebody who's maybe not your typical type, but be open to it because it could be phenomenal. Okay. Okay. VD. What would my Palladium partner like to say to me? Keep your wisdom to you. Like keep some secrets. It almost feels like you want to run around telling everybody everything. And they're saying that practice some wisdom in that, because you're throwing pearls to pigs for one. You're also kind of wasting energy talking too much. They said learn to be quiet and learn to be patient. Like learn to just really listen with a compassionate heart. Oh, they're saying to go 3 days if you can. Go 3 days without talking. Just totally be silent and try not to communicate with anybody. If you absolutely have to, write it down on a piece of paper or something. Like flash somebody something on a piece of paper, what you mean to say. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll reveal some things. It's in some ways you got to take fantasy into reality. You've got to ground some of those ideas that you have into actual existence. Too much up there in your head in imagination needs to be here now, actually being acted out or actually happening in your environment. So it's like you're too caught up in fantasy in your head for some reason. It might take strength to do that, but have faith. Learn new things if you need to, but do Byron Katie or some kind of an exercise that helps you feel. It feels kind of almost like escapism, like you're trying not to be in this reality. You're trying to get away. So maybe you're a starseed and you're just like, I don't like it here anymore. This is very uncomfortable. I'm out of here. But they're asking you to come into yourself, come into your body, and be like, it's okay. I am safe. Byron Katie's work could definitely help you to do that. So could my exercise, Thank You, God, for My Misery. Both of those can help you to realize it's okay. It's okay here now. I'm safe. And it's only thoughts that can get you. Okay. KP has a series of questions. KP. Okay. My daughter was taken from me. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Will she return to me due to the court vacated dismissing the case? What? Court vacated or dismissed the case? Why? All right, well, let's just ask, will she be returned? Okay. Yes, that was a definite yes. Rectified. It will be rectified. Justice will happen, they just said. So absolutely. Oh. Okay. My children have rejected me. Will they return back into my life within the next 6 months? Yeah, actually. But you really got to change. Whatever that was upsetting them. You've got to make some efforts. You've got to make some efforts to show that you're different. I don't know, like, obviously I don't know the story. But it does kind of feel like you need to reward yourself with those children, with getting those children back, not feel like you've gotten away with something by getting them back. Do you know what I mean? So work hard right now to really be coming from a place of integrity and healing. Heal yourself so that when you get the children back, you'll feel like you're being rewarded for the good things, Okay. Okay, so SS. Oh, sorry, that was for something else. JW. My daughter Sarah's kitten is having bad lumbar back pain and quivering legs. Poor baby. Would you try to see what's happening with him? I think you should go to a chiropractor. Definitely go to a chiropractor because there could be a chronic condition, what is that called? A degenerative disease in his back. Can he get better from this? Can he get better? Yeah, he can get better. He needs some nutrition that helps with that. So maybe even talk to the chiropractor about what they would give something, what they would give the kitten. Se shonko pom papa and se shikina ta ikens. Ha lake shon se siken te ikes. Shishu pom papa oma on I feel like the issue is in back behind. If you use a person, it would be where the bra line is, kind of like below the shoulder blades, just below the shoulder blades, but on the spine. Tente hike e sanse shi la pum 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 okay insase. La huma 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 naki sanse shi he he la hike enate ela sense shinke impeme amaan. Play will help him get better, believe it or not. If you just play around with him and lift his spirits, he just needs a little bit of a little boost to his self-esteem, to his happiness, I guess, like morale. Okay, KM. My DM has gone so silent, and I'm not sure if it's because he's wanting me to reach out or testing me or just no longer interested. I don't think it's any of those. I don't think you've looked into my playlist. You got to look at my video, The Divine Masculine's Ultimate Test. Where you're going with it, that's just not what they do. That's just not what they do. And that's not what it's about. They ghost like that because they are reflecting deeply, because they feel insecure that they're not going to measure up to who you think they are. I just spit on the screen. They are, they're some insecure about something. So they feel like they have to have the perfect body or have enough money or whatever to equate to what you would expect almost or something. They have to overcome their egos basically in order to be able to be with you. So that's the gist of it. So let's ask the cards though. Why, what would he say right now about his ghosting her that he would say right now if he was standing in front of her admitting some truths to her? What would he say right now? I'm working on a plan to surprise you right now, and I don't want you to have a clue about when, where, or how it's coming. Surrender to the mystery. It'll be worth the wait. I have to put my career first right now, and though you probably think I'm putting this before you, I feel it's actually me letting you be comfortable while I build something stable for us. Some things you've said have me reeling, so he's reflecting deeply. I appreciated it, even if I acted defensive. I have some reflecting to do, but I'm not going anywhere. I know this will make us stronger. Some of my friends or family don't approve of you, but I don't care. Again, battling the ego. I'll be mourning these people if they don't come back around, or if they don't come around to back me up on what truly makes me happy. I know it'll be sad, but it's for the best. And I don't trust this connection sometimes. Maybe it's because my friends and what my friends and family are saying. It makes me skeptical. They're saying I might be delusional. Maybe you cast a spell on me. Maybe it's all in my imagination, but I sure hope it's real. I want to call or visit so badly, but I have so much to do right now before I feel like I can give you the time and attention you deserve. Sounds like he's just really focused on work. I mean, he probably doesn't feel he's worthy unless he has a certain amount of money or a certain career, or, they get these ideas. But I'm working you up my list of priorities. That's a promise. So, yeah, I've been lying or hiding from you out of fear or to save face. However, I pushed you away. Just know that it was a lie and I feel terrible. I will get honest with you in a future date. So it just looks like he's doing a bit of soul searching. He needs to just, take a good look at himself before he comes forward confidently. Okay, AS. Number 1, any messages from my DM? Could you do the light language to talk to him, maybe a tarot card or 2? Okay. Hama nakin sasichi naan. Hama ola ke etsan. Chichen sayin sasa eke hena. Okay. Epepempa mako umpa. He's trying to get up the courage for a new beginning. Divine intervention is really pushing him toward it. He was about to share his feelings, and he's feeling like a little kid, like he doesn't know what he's doing. He's just trying to get up the strength. So it looks like he's just overcoming his insecurities and maybe some people pleasing in order to, he's trying to have faith in this connection and in himself. Yeah, he's going to be moving away from the mental conflict and overcoming that in order to come forward. I'm sorry, I really am. I hope you can forgive me. I feel so bad. I love how you think. You really inspire me. You're such a remarkable person, and I can't wait to have you at my right hand once I start acting like the person I know I'm meant to be as well. So he's just getting ready. I'm afraid if he doesn't get himself ready in these ways that he feels he needs to, he's afraid he's going to push you away out of feeling unworthy. So let him work on loving himself. I know I can do this, and I really don't want to lose you. You are my everything. Okay. JD. I am JD. I'm currently unemployed, and I would like to know what's coming towards me in my career. Number 2, okay, it's a different subject. Okay, so unemployed, what's coming towards you in terms of a career? I do actually feel like something kind of clinical. It looks like you're in a really clean environment. It almost looks like a doctor's office or medical clinic or something like that. Sterile. It's kind of a sterile environment. I feel like you're organized. You've got things together. When is this coming for her? It could be soon. Within a month or so, you may find a really good fit for you. Wherever you're going to go next, it feels like you're there to ground the situation. There's an energy of a maturity that you're bringing to where you're going, an energy of like you're chill. Like it feels like you're calm and you're chill, and you're organized, you're simple, you know how to handle things in chaos or whatever, and it's just you're needed wherever this is. They need your good vibes there. So you're going to be attracted, naturally drawn to the situation. Okay. Yeah. It's aligned with what you've done already. It's in line with what you've done already. So you're going to feel quite comfortable going in there. Yeah. I feel like it's just what you're looking for. Yeah. Okay. 2, I'm currently single and would like to know what's coming towards me in romantic life. And somebody just went like this, like, shh, don't tell her. Somebody's going to sneak up on you. Somebody's strategizing on how to get back into your life. And it's really a playful, sweet energy. It could be actually somebody that you may think have judged you, but you were actually his wish fulfillment. So he feels bad that he made you feel that way. And he's trying to get up the courage to have a new beginning with you, have a new start. He's hoping, he said it's the end of a difficult time of him being defensive and lying to you. Maybe he friend zoned you or something, and he's going to come back around. He's flipping his attention from whatever has been going on in his life to you. And he said, will you please forgive me? So he must have outright lied that he didn't have feelings, and it's really burdened him. He knows you guys have unfinished business he needs to get to, and he's breaking free. I think he did it because he was people pleasing other people. And now he's breaking free of other people's opinions and doing what he darn well pleases. And he may very much look up to you and be spying on you and putting you up on a pedestal and thinks you're pretty darn amazing. Okay. Oh, okay, got kicked out again. Okay, LS. I have a question. I'm an educator and refusing the jab. I'm done with the corrupt schools. What will be my options? Leave completely, temporarily leave with no pay, unemployment, or lawsuits? Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of class action lawsuits for people who have had to stand their ground. So if you can afford to, try to find a job at a place that isn't requiring that, for one. But if you can afford to take some, to not have to have a job right now necessarily for like a little bit, or however you can manage it, if you can be involved in a class action lawsuit, if you do have to leave, it might really pay off. I feel like it will. Those of you getting involved in these lawsuits, I think, are going to get paid back handsomely. So is this true, what I'm saying, Spirit? Is this true that people who are going to get involved in these class action lawsuits, are they going to win and they're going to get rewarded? You're going to get a lot. The divine intervention is going to kick in and heal this situation. A coin. They're wanting you to have faith. The secrets are coming out. They just said, yeah, you're going to be given back to you're going to get your money back. You're going to get your money back. There's going to be deals being made behind the scenes on all this to help transform any regret that people have. So, I didn't get a huge indicator of like the jackpot, but I have a lot of cards that fell on the floor too. So let me ask this other deck. They're destroying the psychological operation. They're destroying it. So the people are going to wake up and enlighten from it. There's just going to be a little bit of a pause. Oh, here we go. That's like the jackpot. You're going to be successful, and you're going to be like, it could be independently wealthy or independently well off. So it could work out to your benefit if it can work out that way. So is she going to have to, is she going to, are you encouraging her to leave? Should she stay there, or should she leave temporarily? Should she, I got leave, like really leave, like permanently leave, if they're going to do that. They're saying because they don't want them to get a slap on the hand. They want to really smack people's hands that are doing this. And they need people to quit. They need people to walk off, and for them to not be able to hire anybody because nobody will work under those conditions. The they're showing the seven of wands, which is fighting for what you believe is right. If you can get a job that doesn't require it, and get out of there, let them know if they stop that nonsense, that you would be happy to come back. And I feel like they would and they will when they start singing a different tune, when all this starts happening. So there's a possibility they'll bring you back. But so if you can afford to leave for now and make a stand, that would be your very best option possible. And getting in on a class action lawsuit for sure too. Okay, they just said in your favor. It'll work out in your favor. Okay, SM. Oh, that was canceled. Okay, never mind. Maybe they ended up requesting or something. I don't know. Okay, what is this? Okay, SH. SH. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Never this before. I didn't mean to request money from you. That's funny. Everybody does it. Don't worry about it. I'll rewrite my questions. Okay. She says, giggle. Well, at least I made the angel smile and laugh today. I ask the good Lord every day to please help me be humble and kind every day. And it seems like I have to say something snarky and have to tell the Lord, well, Lord, can we try again tomorrow? Well, let's see, Lord knows that I'm sarcastic and stubborn, spitfire, but tomorrow is another day and I'll try again. That's funny. Okay, I can just picture God and the angels smiling and laughing, putting a twinkle in their eyes. Number one, what is my life purpose? Your life purpose. Come on, okay, association. Wow. There's a reason for your being, whoa. Uh-oh. Okay, it looks like I gotta hang up. Let me try to start another recording. Sorry, guys.